Hi everyone, welcome to today's practice. This is a little flow that I did the other day when it was so chilly and I needed to warm up. So I thought I'd share it for you. So come into tabletop. Once you get there, just check that the shoulders are over the wrists. Spread the fingers wide, push down through the finger pads, soften the fingers. And let's start our practice by coming into tabletop hip circles. Work with your own natural breath. Tops of the feet can be in contact with the mat, or you can tuck your toes, whichever feels comfortable for you. And then maybe start to allow the hips to float towards the heels, coming into your rolling hip circles. Work with your own range of movement. Keep those elbows soft. And next time you circle around to the left, lean to the left to create enough space to slide that right foot forward, coming into a right kneeling lunge. Top of the left foot in contact with the floor. And just roll the right shoulder back, the left shoulder, the right, the left. One more each side. And then just reach those fingertips all the way up to the ceiling. Push down for the top of that left foot, push down for the right foot. Feel those shoulder blades lifting up. And exhale, just hinge and forward. Place the left hand down, left shoulder, left hand, right hand on that right thigh. And just bring that belly round towards the right, coming into that kneeling twist. Maybe stay here. Check that you're leaning back into that left shoulder blade. Or maybe reach the right fingertips up towards the ceiling. So the fingertips point straight up, you're not leaning the arm back. And exhale, slowly soften down to tabletop. Lean to the left, slide that right foot back. And let's change the direction of our hip circles. Starting off with a tabletop hip circle. And then maybe allowing the hips to float all the way down towards the heels. And then we'll circle all the way around to the right. Lean to the right to create space to slide that left foot forward, coming into our left kneeling lunge. And let's roll the left shoulder back, and then the right shoulder, left, right. One more each side. And then reach the fingertips all the way up to the ceiling. Push down through the left foot, push down to the top of the right foot. Lovely long stretch. And as you exhale, hinge and forward, right hand down to the floor, right shoulder, right wrist, left palm onto that left thigh, coming into that kneeling twist. And then maybe reach the fingertips up towards the ceiling, pausing here. Exhale, slowly come back to tabletop, lean to the right, slide that left foot back, and in your tabletop, gentle hug into the midline to activate those deep tummy muscles. Tuck the toes and then float the knees off the floor, come into a bent knee down dog, so keep lots of bend in the knees. Push down through the arms, relax the head and neck, just a little sway from side to side, keep lots of bend in the knees, lovely long spine. I'm going to transition our hands to the back of a mat, so just lean to the right, step the left hand back. Lean to the left, step the right hand back. Keep the hips high. Heels start to lower down to the floor. Rolling up vertebrae by vertebrae. Reach your fingertips all the way up to the ceiling. Keep the knees soft. And as you exhale, roll all the way back down. Plant the hands to the mat. Slowly walk back, one hand at a time. Bent knee down dog. Push up through the arms. Relax the head and neck. Take a nice deep breath in, gentle hug into the middle, and exhale, roll out to high plank. Now bring the knees down underneath the hips, tabletop, and then just lean to the left, gentle lean to the right, lean to the left, coming into a side plank variation. Right foot stays in contact with the floor, left shoulder over the left wrist. Maybe look straight ahead or look down at the floor. Maybe the fingertips point up towards the ceiling, or just stay on that right hip. And exhale, soften down to tabletop. Lean to the right, lean to the left, lean to the right, and slowly into your side plank variation on the right. Right shoulder, right wrist, gentle hug into the midline. Exhale, slowly soften down to tabletop. Tuck the toes, gentle hug in, bent knee down dog, hips are high. And let's transition our hands to the back of the mat, just taking your time, walking back. Inhale, slowly uncurl. Reach the fingertips all the way up to the ceiling. And as you exhale, slowly curl all the way back down. Slowly walking out to that bent knee down dog. Once you get there, relax the head and neck. Lengthen the armpits, push up through the arms. Keep that spine nice and long. Maybe stay still, maybe a gentle sway. Or maybe you'd like to walk your dog out. Come back to centre, take a nice deep breath in. As you exhale, slowly roll out to high plank. Bring one knee down, the other knee down. Bring the big toes together, knees are wide. Slowly come into your down dog. So it could be with the lower arms on the floor, with the palms facing the ceiling. Arms can be long, or you can join me with stacking your fists, allowing the head to rest on the fists. A few deep breaths here. And very, very slowly, we're all going to step forward, slowly come all the way up. Come to the front of your mat, not too far forward. Check that the weight's even on both feet. Soften the knees, weight even through both feet. Pelvis in neutral, so you may need to soften the knees a little bit more. Lovely long spine, crown of the head towards the ceiling. Bring the palms to the front of your thighs. Soften the knees, gentle hug into the midline. As you exhale, hinging through the hips. Hips come back, just slide the hands down, halfway lift. Slowly come all the way back up, press down through both feet. Gentle hug in. As you exhale, hinging forward, hips float back. Lovely long spine, keep those knees bent. And then slowly come all the way back up. Two more. Slowly come down, keep that gentle hug in. Maybe you can slide the hands down towards the shins. Slowly come all the way back up. Bend those knees. Keep that spine nice and long, hips float back. And then slowly come all the way back up. Reach the fingertips all the way up to the ceiling. Exhale, bring the hands down through to heart center. Hinging forward, spine nice and long, bend those knees. Plant the hands, step the right foot back, right knee down, tuck the right toes, reach the fingertips all the way up to the ceiling. And as you exhale, slowly hinge forward, plant the hands, shoulders over the wrist, step back, high plank, shoulder blades are in neutral. Lower the knees to the floor, pelvis in neutral, gentle hug in. Keep the chest open, bend the elbows, slowly lower down. Tops of the feet, pubic bone in contact with the mat, pull back on the mat, coming into a baby cobra, so the chest is open. Exhale, soften down. As you inhale, tuck the toes, push up to the knees, down dog. Just step one foot in slightly, then the other foot in slightly. Bend those knees, lovely long spine, relax the head and neck. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, lower the knees to the floor, step the right foot forward. Tuck the left toes, reach the fingertips all the way up to the ceiling. Exhale, hinge forward, left foot, step it forward. And as you inhale, slowly come all the way back up. Exhale, hinging forward. Bend those knees, keep that spine nice and long. Plant the hands, step the left foot back, tuck the left toes. Slowly reach the fingertips all the way up to the ceiling. And as you exhale, hinging forward, plant the hands, step that right foot back, shoulder blades in neutral on the back of the rib cage, gentle hug in, lower the knees, keep the chest open, shoulders back, slowly lower down, tops of the feet in contact with the floor, baby cobra, gentle squeeze of the glutes, soften down, tuck the toes, push up to the knees, slowly come up into your down dog, shorten your base. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, slowly lower the knees to the floor, step that left foot forward, right toe to top, slowly come up to that kneeling lunge. As you exhale, hinge forward, right foot, step it forward, spine nice and long, hip hinge all the way up. Exhale, slowly bring the hands down through to heart center. Release the fingertips down to point down towards the floor. Pause here for a moment. Take a nice deep breath in, reach the fingertips all the way up to the ceiling. Exhale, hip hinge all the way down. Hands plant, step the right foot back, left foot back, high plank. Knees to the floor, neutral, gentle hug in. Slowly lower down, baby cobra or cobra. Exhale, soften down. Push all the way up to the knees, down dog. Take a nice deep breath in. Step forward into low lunge. Option to bring that left knee down. Right foot, step it forward, halfway lift. And then hip hinge all the way up. Exhale, slowly come all the way back down. Plant the hands. Step the left foot back, right foot back. High plank. Bring the knees down. Keep the shoulders back as you slowly lower down. Slowly come into your cobra. Look down towards the floor. Soften down. Push up to the knees. Down dog. And then from here, step the left foot forward, low lunge. Right foot, step it forward. Hip hinge all the way up. Slowly bring the hands down through to heart center. Release the arms. Check that the weight's even for both feet. Pelvis in neutral, so maybe soften those knees a little bit more. Reach the fingertips all the way up to the ceiling. As you exhale, slowly lower into chair. You can be here, a little bit higher, or maybe sink the heels back a little bit more. Inhale, slowly come all the way up. Exhale, come to chair. Maybe the arms come down past the body. And then inhale, slowly come up. Weight even through both feet. Slowly coming back. Check that the head's in line, neck with the rest of the spine. Keep that chest open. Slowly come up as you inhale. Exhale, soften down. I've lost count, so let's do that 2 more times. Last one. Slowly come down. Hold it here. Slowly bring the hands through to heart center. Gentle hug into the midline. Weight on that left thigh. Either step or slide that right leg back. Slowly come up, high lunge. Check that you stepped in on 2 lines. Pause in here, pelvis in neutral. Release the arms, fingertips point down towards the floor. Inhale, lengthen the left leg, fingertips to the ceiling. Exhale, lower, that's 1. Slowly come up for 2. And release for 3. And release. And for 4. And release. Bring the hands either through to heart center or keep the arms at your side. Keep that core on. Weight through to that left leg. You can either step forward or you can step straight into your single leg balance. You can use your arms. So coming through for 2. Don't worry if you wobble because I am. For 3. And for 4, as you step back, bend that right knee. For 5, for 6, and then try 2 more if you can. For 7, and for 8, pause. Step it back. Slowly lengthen the fingertips all the way up to the ceiling. Exhale, crescent, step forward. Release the fingertips. Take a nice deep breath in, reach your fingertips all the way up to the ceiling. As you exhale, slowly come into chair, maybe the arms extend behind you. Slowly come up, so that was 1. Coming in for 2. Slowly coming up for 3. I'm starting to get nice and warm now. And for 4. And for 5. And 6. 2 more if you can. Coming into your last one, which we're going to hold. Bring the hands through to heart center. Weight onto that right leg. Either slide or step that left leg back. Slowly come up to crescent. Set your base. 2 lines, not 1. pelvis in neutral. Release the fingertips towards the floor. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, soften. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, soften. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, soften. Lengthen and soften. Hands can stay here or at heart centre. And let's go for a single leg standing balance. That's 1, for 2, for 3, for 4, for 5, for 6, for 7, and for 8. Step it back. Step forward. Release the arms down. Take a nice deep breath in. Reach your fingertips all the way up to the ceiling. As you exhale, slowly come to chair. Hinging forward. Slowly bring one foot back, the other foot back. And we're just going to come back to our hip circles, maybe tabletop or maybe rolling hip circles. Just allowing the breath to soften down. Allow the breath to slow down. And then just slowly change direction. And then from here, bring the big toes together, bring the knees wide. Slowly come into whichever variation of child's pose you want to. So just bring awareness to the breath. The air flowing in through the nose, the air flowing out through the nose. You can be here with your palms resting on your hands, maybe stacking your fists, maybe on your lower arms, maybe it feels more comfortable for you to use a yoga block to support your head. And then on your next inhale, slowly float up to tabletop. And once you get there, have a little wiggle, set your base. Shoulders are over the wrists. Shoulder blades are in neutral on the back of the rib cage. Check that that pelvis is in neutral, so you're not rounding that lower back or allowing the belly to dump down towards the floor. Spread the fingers wide, push down through the finger pads. Soften the knuckles of the fingers, soften the elbows. Check that you're not dropping the head down, because that's what I tend to do, so it's just bringing that head back but making sure you're not jutting that chin up. Gentle hug into the midline to activate those deep tummy muscles. Just a couple of breaths here, breathing in and out through the nose, breathing wide and full to the front, the side, the back of the rib cage. So we're just going to be working our core in this session and doing a little bit of a seated meditation. And then from here, just extend that right leg out nice and long. Check that the hips are square, that you're not rolling those hips open. Slowly slide that right leg back in, and then the left. And then slowly slide it back in. Let's do 2 more. Keep that gentle hug into the midline. Slowly come back. Lengthen out that right leg, float the right toes off the floor, check that you're using the right glute, bend that right knee and pulse for 1, for 2, for 3, for 4, for 5, for 6, for 7, for 8. Lengthen out that leg, toes to the floor, slide it back in. Left leg, slide it out, float the left toes off the floor, check that you're using that left glute, bend that left knee and pulse for 1, for 2, for 3, for 4, for 5, for 6, for 7, for 8. Lengthen out that left leg, slide it down, slowly come back down. Maybe you'd like to give the wrist a little shake, set your base. Slide that right leg out nice and long, float the right foot off the floor. Maybe stay here or maybe extend the left arm out nice and long. Pause. On your next exhale, tabletop. Lengthen out that left leg, keep that gentle hug in, float the left toes off the floor, left glute is on, maybe float the right arm off the floor, pause here in your Superman, and exhale, tabletop. Gentle hug in, float that right leg out, float it off the floor, maybe add in the left arm, bend that right knee and pulse for 1, for 2, for 3, use that right glute, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Slowly come back to tabletop. Left leg, slide it out long, left glute, right arm, bend that left knee and pulse for 1, for 2, for 3, for 4, for 5, for 6, for 7, and for 8. Slowly come back to tabletop. Slowly walk the hands all the way back. Maybe make a big fist or single. Circle out those wrists. Change direction. Release, have a lovely long stretch. Bend the elbows, goddess arms or goalpost arms. Maybe open at that chest, gentle hug into the midline. If you're not sitting on the heels, you can be up on your high kneel. Gentle squeeze of the glutes. And then just slowly release. Bring the hips to one side. Feet, so just bend towards the front of the mat. Feet flat on the floor, knees are bent. Gentle hug into the midline. Come down onto the left lower arm, right lower arm. Check that you're not rounding that lower back. Pelvis in neutral, feet flat on the floor. Chest is open. Check that you're not dropping the head back. Pausing here, gentle hug into the midline. Option to do a leg float where you keep one foot on the floor the whole time, or you can join me in a toe tap. So I'm floating both feet off the floor, gentle hug in, pelvis in neutral, chest is open. Tap the right toe down and then the left toe. Right and left. Right and left. Just carry on in your own time. Keep it slow and controlled. The movement is from the hip joint, no movement at the knee or the ankle. Keep going. Maybe rest or maybe 2 more on each leg. Slow and controlled. And then from here, just slowly come all the way down to the floor. Feet flat on the floor. Coming into our ab curls, abdominal ab curls. Lift the head slightly, interlace the fingers behind the head, allow the head to rest back in the hands, and then just bring the elbows up, pelvis in neutral, gentle hug in, and then from here take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, slowly curl up, vertebrae by vertebrae, maybe bring the shoulder blades off the floor, check that you're putting on the head and neck. Slowly, slowly, slowly curl all the way back down. Exhale, curl all the way up. Check that you're not tilting the pelvis. Slowly curl all the way down. Exhale, curl up. Rotate right, maybe an inch or half an inch. Center, inhale down. Exhale, curl up. Rotate left. Center, curl down. Exhale, curl up. Right. Center, curl down. Curl up. Left, center, down. Let's do one more. Curl up, right, center, down. One more. And slowly come down. Hug the knees in. Your option to roll to one side, or you can gently bring the head towards the knees and gently rock and roll all the way up, maybe 2 or 3 rocks. Slowly meet sitting upright, feet flat on the floor. Bring the feet a little bit wider. I'm coming into my heels. Gentle hug into the midline to help with that upward lift of the spine, crown of the head towards the ceiling. Bring the hands together so the knuckles are together. Soften the shoulders, elbows down slightly. Sit up nice and tall. Inhale. As you exhale, gentle rotation round to the left. Slowly back to centre. Rotate right. Slowly back to centre. Come round to left, centre, right. Rotate left, centre, right. Stay sitting up nice and tall. Shoulders are soft. Gentle hug into the midline. Let's do one more each side. Slowly back to centre. Slowly come back onto the lower arms. Chest is open. Check that you're not C-shaping that spine. Pelvis in neutral, chest is open. Leg flows, all toe taps. Or you can join me with flexing the feet and coming into heel digs. Gentle hug in and left heel taps, slowly up. Right heel taps, slowly up. Left tap, slowly up. Right tap, slowly up. Remember the movement's coming from the hip joint. That gentle hug into the midline to keep that core activated. Keep it slow and controlled. Chest is open, lower back in neutral. If it feels uncomfortable, come all the way down to lie on your back, and you can do this lying on your back. Keep going. Keep going. Let's do one more each side if you can. And then from here, just slowly come all the way back down onto your back. Bring the hands underneath the head, interlace the fingers. Allow the back of the head to rest back in the hand. Elbows point up, pelvis in neutral. Gentle hug into the midline. Coming back to our ab curls. Take a nice deep breath in as you exhale, curl up. Rotate right, center, curl down. Slowly curl up, left, center, down. Exhale, curl up, check not pulling on the head and neck. Rotate right, center, left, center. Inhale down, pelvis in neutral. Exhale, curl up. Rotate right, center, left, center. Curl down. Let's curl up, right, center, left, center. Curl down, curl up, right, center, left, center. Curl down. One more, slowly curl up, right center, left center. One more round to the right, back to center, left, center. Slowly curl all the way down. Hug those knees in, gentle sway from side to side. And then from here, knees in line with the hips, coming into toe taps. So right toe floats down and left toe. You can keep the hands on your hips or bring the hands down to the side of your body. Remember, you can do leg floats. If you're getting tired, leg floats. Movement from the hip, no movement at the knees. Keep that gentle hugging. And then flex the feet, heel digs. Right heel taps, left heel taps. Keep it slow and controlled. Check that you're breathing wide and full. Keep that gentle hug in. Rest when you need to. And toe tap, right and left. Keep going. One more each side. Gentle hugging. Maybe a sway from side to side. Maybe stay here. Maybe come into a full body stretch. Lovely long stretch. And slowly slide one leg back in, the other leg back in. Bring the arms out wide in line with the shoulders. They're out to the side. Soften the elbows, soften the hands. Bring the feet wide, so they're a little bit wider than normal, maybe towards the edges of your mat. Keep that gentle hugging, coming into an active twist. Slowly bring the knees over to the left. Keep the right foot in contact with the floor, so activate that arch of the right foot. Glutes are on, hip extension. So you're on the outside edge of the left foot. The right foot staying in contact with the floor. Activate the arch of that right foot. Gentle hug into the midline, glutes are on. And I'm just keeping my head in neutral. And then slowly, slowly, slowly bring the knees up to centre. Just pause here for a moment. And then slowly bring the knees over to the right, outside edge of that right foot. Activate the arch of that left foot, so the left foot stays in contact with the floor. Glutes are on, hip extension. Gentle hug into the midline. Pause in here. Check that you're breathing. You're not holding your breath. Slowly come all the way back up to centre. And then from here, just roll to one side, whichever side feels comfortable for you. And let's just meet in an easy cross-legged. You can sit on a blanket if you want to. I'm just going to grab a drink. Eyes are closed. And then just have a little wiggle from side to side to make sure your weight's even on both seat bones. And then from here, just bring that right arm down onto that right thigh, just a nice easy side stretch. Maybe release that right ear down towards that right shoulder. Soften the fingers of both hands. Nice and easy. Slowly come all the way up and over. Left arm resting on that left thigh, soften the fingers. Maybe release the left ear down towards that left shoulder. Just allowing the breath to slow down. Just that natural breath. Slowly come all the way up and over and do one more each side. Maybe releasing that right ear down towards that right shoulder. Slowly come up and over. Slowly come all the way up. Bring the fingertips behind you. Open up the chest. Crown of the head towards the ceiling. And then just slowly, slowly, slowly walk or slide the fingertips forward. You can stay here on the fingertips. You can come down onto the lower arms or maybe rest the lower arms on the thighs. You can stay still. You can have a little sway from side to side or maybe a little shimmy of the rib cage. Just nice and easy. And then slowly wiggle your way all the way up nice and tall. Bring the palms either to the thighs or to your feet. That spine is nice and long. Crown of the head towards the ceiling. Check that you're not allowing the head to drop forward. Check that you're not jutting the chin back. Soften the shoulders, the elbows, the fingers. And then just soften the forehead, the space between your eyebrow. And then just soften the face. You can have a little wiggle still if you want to. And then just bring the awareness to the breath. The air flowing in through the nose. And the air flowing out through the nose. The air flowing in. The air flowing out. Just that natural breath. And just bring your awareness to the body. Spine nice and long. Crown of the head towards the ceiling. Shoulders are soft. Elbows are soft. Fingers are soft. The face is soft. And then just bring awareness to any sounds that you can hear. Maybe the music that you may be playing. Maybe any sounds in the room. Or maybe sounds from outside. And just keep your awareness on that sound. And bring your awareness back to the breath. Follow the breath as it flows in, flows around the body, and as the breath flows out through the nose. Breath in, breath out. Breath in, bring your awareness back to the body. Parts of your body that are in contact with the mat, in contact with the earth. And keep your awareness on those parts of the body in contact with the earth. And then bring your awareness to the sounds that you can hear. And just keep your awareness on the sounds. And then once more, bring awareness back to the breath. The breath flowing in, the breath flowing out. Just that natural breath. And then inhale, feel that spine lengthen. Exhale, soften. Inhale, feel that spine lengthen nice and long. Exhale, soften. Inhale, float the arms and fingertips all the way out. Exhale, soften the hands down through to heart center, down through to the feet. Inhale, float the fingertips, arms all the way up. Exhale, soften all the way back down. One more. Float the arms all the way up. Exhale, soften the hands all the way through to heart center and allow the thumbs to connect to the heart center. Elbows are soft, pointing down. Soften the shoulders, soften the fingers. And maybe just a little sway from side to side. And then just slowly bow the head to the fingertips. Bring the awareness back to the breath. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you find peace within. Take a nice long inhale. And just gently blow the exhale out through the mouth. And then slowly flutter the eyes open so you're gazing at your fingertips. Slowly, slowly, slowly bring the head all the way up. Float the thumbs up to that third eye. From my heart to yours, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you very much for joining me, and I hope you enjoyed that. If you have any questions, please direct message me on Instagram, or you can send me a message on email. Thank you very much. See you soon, everyone. Goodbye.